Welcome, friends, haters, and gentle lovers. Join me as we experience together the most bafflingly interesting person on the internet. On today's episode, Amberlynn Reid does basically nothing. Hello, my friends. We are stepping back in time once again, and this one is all about lies because Amberlynn is claiming that she is going to be reacting to her lies. Now, I'm not so sure she's going to be admitting to any lies, but she is certainly going to be reacting to the allegations of lying. Because if we know one thing about Amberlynn Reid, it's that she is familiar with lies. So, if you'd like to like and subscribe, that would literally be hectic. I'm not going to lie.
Hey guys, okay, so we're...
Oh, her trademark intro. Hey guys, that is only her intro. Only she can use that. Hey guys, that's a very, everybody knows that's what she says. So, because Zachary Michael stole that.
We're here for another reaction. This was requested. I am trying my hardest to film videos that are requested of me. This laptop is actually sitting on a pillow so you can see the screen better.
I think it's so funny that somebody with such a boring life and so little to actually film and so little creativity and who puts so little effort into their content, I think it's funny that she has to work hard, she says, to make videos that are requested of her. Like, girl, that's like, they're giving you a gift. Like, hey, here's a request. Like, she doesn't have to think of anything. She can just do it. But even that, she has to, try to do,
I know. It's funny. So this video is called Amber...
It is funny. The laptop on the pillow is funny because it's ridiculous.
Amberlynn Reid lying for 4 minutes straight. And the person who said that I should react to it was saying, maybe this is a good time to clear some things up. So I haven't watched this yet.
Clear things up, meaning just spending all this time saying, that's not a lie, that's not a lie, that's not a lie. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of that.
I am a little bit nervous, okay, hopefully I can clear some things up. So let's watch it.
Get a chicken sandwich, and yes, I eat my fries with a fork. Don't hate.
Okay, so I guess the first lie is that I said that I eat my fries with a fork, and then here I am not doing that. I do want to say that I went through quite a few years of my life eating everything with a fork. There was a time that I did do that, and then as you can tell, I have stopped. To this day, I have.
Okay, no. What happened, I can guarantee you this is what happened. She was eating, that in the first clip, she was eating. She was just kind of being silly, messing around, and she had a fry on a fork. And in her mind, she was like, oh, that could be like a quirk that I have. So I'm going to tell people that that's just a weird thing I do. Right? And then when she gets called out on it, or when people point out that, hey, that's not true, then she's like, well, I used to do that. I went through a period in my life when I like it was some sort of disease or something, but no, it was just, that's the way her mind works, is she sees something or she does something and she goes, oh, I could use that as some weird mental quirk that I have, So yeah, no, she didn't go through a phase of eating everything with a fork. That's just silly.
Stopped. So that was just a change in something.
And I'm just going to say this now because I feel like I would say it over and over and over throughout this video. Almost everything that is going to be said can be said now because Amberlynn never changes.
I did. That wasn't me lying.
Because I'm the type of person who really does not like clutter. I just don't at all. So Becky and I just got a Bath and Body Works package in a shelf thingy-majigger.
Okay, I guess the lie is that I said I don't like clutter, and then I think the person who edited this considers this clutter. I don't.
So I will say that's a little bit of a reach, right? Just having a bunch of stuff on a shelf, I don't know that I would consider that clutter. I think most people generally consider clutter stuff that's unsightly and kind of in the way of your normal activities. So I'll give credit where credit's due. I think they were reaching a little bit with this one. But, the shelf looks like shit. But I don't know that I would call it clutter,
I think that's a really cute shelf with, you know, this is a mixture of both mine and Becky's stuff. We share the same body sprays and we share the same Bath and
How many damn body sprays do you need? I guess when you don't shower, I guess you need to spray it up.
Body Works soaps. And this is a really cute shelf, and we just have that in the nook of our bathroom. It's not cluttery to me. I really don't like clutter. I don't at all. I think that's why I've gotten rid of so much of my stuff, especially because it was really starting to give me anxiety. I had no reason for all of it.
And see, it can't just be, I don't like clutter. It gives me anxiety. It gives me, she has to have the mental quirk, right? Like, she just takes every opportunity for the most mundane thing. Like, even people that have clutter in their house don't like clutter, right? People don't have clutter because they like it. It's just a thing that happens. But no, for her, it gives me anxiety.
Yeah, so next.
Told this from, like, I used to actually see.
Look at how much smaller she is there. And just look at how big she is here. Like, this is, I mean, she has to look at that and just go, ooh, man. Do you think she even registers the difference? Of course, she doesn't see herself right now, but we do.
A nutritionist when I was like 16 years old.
I did.
I used to see another nutritionist when I was like 14, 15.
I did.
That's when I was diagnosed with binge eating. And
Oh, I know this.
you guys know I suffer with binge eating, which I do want to talk to you guys about because I was officially diagnosed with binge eating disorder by my therapist. It wasn't yesterday, but
Okay, so this one's important. I'm glad this one's in here. So I guess the lie is that I said I was diagnosed when I was 16 with BED. And then here I say, I think I was like 27 in this video, I said that I was diagnosed with BED. So when I was 16, I was seeing someone who did say it sounded like I had binge eating disorder. I actually have made a whole video. Well, it wasn't like a
That's not a diagnosis, right? And that is a recurring theme for Amberlynn, is that she always, you can never trust any kind of diagnosis that she has, because if anybody says, in fact, she probably got that from a comment, right? I'm guessing a commenter somewhere or something said, it sounds like you have BED. And she was like, yeah, I have it now. You know, yes, I agree, commenter, I do now. That's how she gets diagnoses in her head, right? Is just somebody said, hey, it sounds like you've got this. And she goes, yeah, okay, noted, you know? But actually, I think she does have BED. I don't think she's ever been officially diagnosed, but I think she has it. I would be, because in the last video, she said she's gained like 40 pounds. And to gain that much at her size, at 500 plus pounds, you have to be binging, right? That is so many calories. So I think she's got BED, but then she talks about how and I don't think she's ever said she's been officially diagnosed with BPD, but I don't think she has, you know, and she may have it, but she's never been diagnosed with it, I don't think. And I think we can all agree that in our opinion, and I'm going to speak for you guys too, because I know we're all on the same page here, because we, you know, have eyes and ears and we can listen to what she says. I think we can all agree that what she needs to be diagnosed with or needs to have checked out is NPD, because, you know, obviously, because if she's got anything, that's probably it.
whole video dedicated to this, but in the video I did talk about this, where as a teenager, I took that and I ran with it.
And here, real quick, with the NPD thing, like, you know, she could use that as a quirky mental illness or whatever, right? Like, why doesn't she? I mean, because there are actual like channels on YouTube and people that they are diagnosed with NPD and they talk about their struggles just in life with NPD because it's a mental illness. So she could have an actual real diagnosed mental illness, but for whatever reason, that one she doesn't want to even admit or, you know, think about.
Because when I was 16, you could not be diagnosed with BED, but I didn't know that. But the therapist I was seeing did say that sounds like a binging disorder type of problem. And then here when I was 27, I was actually, like, I've made videos on this, but I was talking to a therapist on betterhelp.com, and I'm not trying to like talk bad about it, but I, for one, just don't recommend it. But you never know. It just didn't work for me. And the person on there who I was talking to did say that I had binge eating disorder. The thing is, though, on
BetterHelp can't diagnose. Like, so even in that video where she says she's been diagnosed from a therapist, that's not even true. BetterHelp, I mean, I guess they're licensed therapists, but they can't diagnose. They can help you with existing problems, but you can't, like, you have to see an actual, like, in-person therapist to be diagnosed with stuff. I'm pretty sure. I would be flabbergasted if BetterHelp therapists could diagnose actual mental illnesses.
BetterHelp.com, they are not allowed to diagnose you with anything.
Oh, okay. I was right.
So that kind of shook me and was like, it kind of made me like, I saw a red flag. So I did cancel my BetterHelp. I definitely wasn't lying. It's all just very circumstantial.
If you're on BetterHelp to be diagnosed with something, you're doing it wrong. You know, I don't know if it's good or bad. I've heard some not great things about BetterHelp, but I think you kind of have to know what you're getting into when you sign up for something like that. You're just going in to talk to somebody, right? It's a therapy session, and which, you know, a lot of people have said it helps, but if you're going in to be diagnosed with something, you've got the wrong idea.
And when I was 16, I shouldn't have taken that and ran with it. I have never been diagnosed with BED appropriately because I've never seen someone for it. That's definitely something that I probably should do, but I feel like BED is very, very easy to diagnose yourself because...
Yeah, because if you eat 10,000 calories a day, if you eat an entire pantry full of food, you might have at least binging tendencies.
I mean, if you sit there and you're eating huge, large, like I'm talking to the point of illness, and you still keep eating, that's binging. So I don't really want to go.
I mean, we are agreeing a lot more than I like in this video.
Much more into that. So let's keep watching.
It was the day before, and I've seen the message myself.
So company over and we're like playing games, just like having a really good time. I'll always order pizza. I don't even like pizza.
I am okay with that. So the type of pizza, my favorite, is the stuffed crust. So
I miss having long nails.
It is a light garlic.
Are those long? I mean, no, not really.
Parmesan.
Okay, so I think the lie here is when it said, I don't even like pizza, but then I say that the white sauce pizza.
Well, at least they're not as long as her, like, the late, you know, her more recent nails that she's been wearing, which, remember, lesbians don't wear.
Pizza is my favorite. So this is not a lie. I honestly do not care for pizza. You can ask anybody in my life. I truthfully do not care for pizza, like, at all. But I think it might be because of the marinara sauce. I'm not really into it. If I have to, I'll eat some pizza, but
If she has to. You know, there are those moments where you just have to eat a pizza. I mean, we've all been there where a pizza is there and we have to eat it. I mean, what else are you going to do? You have to eat it.
honestly, I don't care for it. So when I said this is my favorite, what I meant by that is because it is a white-based pizza. There is no red sauce. There is no marinara. So to me, it doesn't really feel like traditional pizza. So that's what I meant by that.
You know, she says that pretty often. Like, I forced myself to eat, or I had to eat something. Like, she needs to get it through her head that sometimes, at least somebody her size, it's okay not to eat. You know, like skipping a meal is not that big a deal. It is okay to be hungry sometimes. Now, obviously, if you've got a restrictive ED, that's not, please don't take any advice from me about anything. But honestly, that's probably a pretty good recommendation in general, because I don't know shit about shit. But, you know, somebody her size, skipping a meal is not that big a deal. If she just one day said, I'm not going to eat lunch, like, she'd be okay, I think. I think she'd survive.
So I'm going to be eating 3 pretty big
In this video, I even said that I do not like pizza, and I was pretty much forcing myself to eat it.
pizza today. Let me tell you. And I woke
Yeah, force yourself to eat. Good thinking.
up with really bad heartburn. I don't take naps. Hey guys, so I just woke up from a nap. I did wake up earlier, but
I really, truly don't take many naps. I think sometimes when I say things,
Bro, I mean, okay, so let's see. I'd like to ask all of you, do you take naps? If you're an adult and you've taken a nap, then you take naps. Like, it's either you do or you don't. It's not like if she says, oh, I don't take many naps, well, then you take naps. I don't think I've ever taken a nap.
Things like, oh, I don't take naps. What I mean to say is I probably nap maybe once or twice a year. I think that's what I should start saying. A lot of people say things like that. Like, people can sit there and say, yeah, I don't really eat green beans, but then they'll eat green beans like 5 months down the line. I truly don't take naps. They make me feel freaking weird. I have no reason to take naps. But yeah.
Again, I mean, that's one of those things, like, you either do it or you don't. And she is definitely one that does. Because what else does she do all day? I mean, we know she eats, but what else does she do? I mean, napping would help her kind of pass the time, especially back then when she did nothing.
It's not like I've never taken a nap in my whole life. I think that this video just shows that I need to word things a little differently, but it also shows that people are super sensitive to what I say.
Just stuff like that. And I've watched, what I eat in a day, keto. I've had friends on keto. My mom is on keto right now. So it's like, I know what people eat on keto because I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it online. I've seen everything. That's not what I want to eat. Because if I go just from binge eating to keto, oh my God.
The infamous potato, the potato, when she's stuffing it in there is like, it's like she feels like she needs to get it all in there right now. That is, that is such a crazy clip where she's stuffing the potato into her mouth. Because the whole time I'm thinking, why? Why are you doing that? What is the point? Are you getting more enjoyment out of it by going, by having your, I don't get it. I've never understood why she thought she needed to shove that potato in there.
I'm gonna have headaches, keto flu, this and that. But if I go from binge eating to just like moderate / low carb, it's gonna be less of a detox and more realistic. So we're gonna just try it out.
I don't really like yogurt.
I can't say, I don't know what the lie was. Everything.
Well, just that she doesn't know jack about keto or any diet. She pretends like she knows about nutrition, but then she just does the opposite of what she's supposed to do. So
I said about keto is true. What I said in the next clip was true, so I don't really know. I'm gonna back because I didn't hear what I said. Okay.
And more realistic. So we're gonna just try it out.
I don't really like yogurt. I hate yogurt. I don't know.
And I will say this, the video that she's reacting to is nitpicking a little bit because, you can not like yogurt and still like sometimes, because I mean, I'm not a big yogurt fan, but every once in a while, I'll open the fridge and there'll be a yogurt and I'm like, I could go for a yogurt, So, I mean, but it's still funny because it's Amberlynn. If it was anybody else, you'd be like, I'll give him a pass. But she's such a liar that you're like, no, she just says shit to say shit,
What it is about it, but I hate yogurt unless it's
because she's full of it. That's why.
trying to lose weight. A lot of the clothes that
I don't know. In the first clip I said I don't like yogurt, and then the second clip I said I hate yogurt. I mean, that's true. I don't like it. It's very sour tasting to me. Anytime that I ever buy yogurt, it's because I feel like I'm being healthy. Even a really good friend.
And yogurt's really not that healthy. I mean, it's okay, but if you look at the carbs and the calories, it's really not as great as you'd think. In fact, little pro tip here, if you are trying to lose weight, what I found, like with cereal and stuff, because I like cereal, but the cereal itself is not huge on calories, but the milk is. Milk has a lot of calories. But almond milk, if you can kind of get used to it, I always get the unsweetened vanilla. And I like it because I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and I like Frosted Flakes and stuff like that. And if you use the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, each brand is different. I've had Silk and Almond Breeze and all those, and whichever one you find the best, just kind of try them all out. But it actually gives the cereal a little bit of extra flavor, extra sweetness, and it's way less calories than regular milk. Like a bowl of cereal, like a kind of normal average bowl of cereal, the milk is like 150 calories, whereas the almond milk is like 30. So, it's an alternative, and that's a big part of it, is just finding an alternative that you like. But anyway, that has nothing to do with anything other than just, yogurt is not as great as you think.
Friend of mine, oh my god, we were on video chat and she was trying to be healthy and she was gagging down a yogurt and I'm just like, girl, so relatable. So I don't know where the lie is in the yogurt. I really don't like yogurt.
have now will fit me for a long time, even if I am losing weight. I still have clothing to this day in this closet that I wear from when I was in the 300s. So clothing.
I'm not surprised. She wears huge baggy clothes. She wears dresses for shirts.
I'm still trying to find clothes for the fair. I realized nothing fits me. Like, I said it earlier as a joke, but I was dead serious. Destiny was just excited and
Okay, so I see where people can think I was lying. I totally get that, but I do have, I feel like my face got really orange. I'm sorry. The lighting is not the greatest. I do have clothes that I still wear to this day from when I weighed in the 300s, like 360. But I remember that day specifically when I was going to the fair and I felt like nothing fit me. I feel like in that moment, it was very psychological. You guys tell me, I know you've been there, where you open your closet and you put all these clothes on and you're just like,
Yeah, I can understand that. I remember close to my tipping point when I decided to lose weight was I was about to go up another size in jeans because I realized my jeans were so tight that I was like, man, I'm going to have to like the next pair of jeans I'm going to get, and I'm going to have to get them pretty soon, are going to have to be the number. I was just like, wow, what has happened to me, you know? So I can understand that. And all of my shirts being so tight that you could see my moobs and stuff. So yeah, I get it.
nothing fits me, nothing looks right. Sometimes it's very psychological. And then a week from that moment, you try on the very outfit you tried on and you feel great. So I feel like in that moment, it was very psychological because I was 100 pounds.
See, and instead of just saying at that point she had clothes that didn't fit, like none of her clothes fit, but then later on, like at some point she bought more clothes, and then later on she still has clothes that she wore from back then. But instead she has to make it so that, yeah, I tried them on that day, they didn't fit, but later they did. Like, girl, you're lying more. You're making it worse.
Pounds lighter in that video than what I weigh now. So again, wasn't a lie.
maybe I could start wearing my jeans again. Because honestly, I did gain a lot of weight and I could no longer wear my jeans. It's pretty
And look how tiny, well, relatively tiny she was back then. I guess we all wish we could go back in time sometimes, huh?
pathetic, but it's the truth. And I'll be honest, after gaining a lot of weight the past, it's been like 2 years, I don't really fit in 3Xs anymore. It depends. So, I ate snack.
I don't know how I was lying. I'm so confused with some of these. I'm like so confused. In the first clip, it was talking about like how I miss wearing jeans. 100%. I still miss wearing jeans. I like to wear black jeans. They're my favorite. Black.
This is when I think, when the jeans went out, the black leggings came in. That was the beginning of the rest of her life. When she discovered black leggings, she couldn't wear jeans anymore, but she realized black leggings, that's my style. That's always going to fit.
Skinny jeans. Love it. And then
Hold on. Did she just say skinny jeans?
I like to wear black jeans. They're my favorite. Black skinny jeans. Love it.
I don't want to sound mean, but did Amberlynn Reid really just say, even back then, and really at any point, that she liked to wear skinny jeans? Okay.
And then in the next clip, I said something about 3X pants. Yeah, I can't wear 3X pants. 3X shirts, there are some 3X shirts I can still wear, which it all depends on the brand. I'm going to be honest. Most girls know that. Like all brands size differently, which is stupid because it can make you feel really bad or it can make you feel really good. But yeah, when it comes to like 3X pants, not happening.
With 144 weekly points. That is not going to happen ever again, and I can promise you that. Daily. And I used 62 weekly. I actually wrote that down. So it made me.
Yeah, Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers was always so fun to watch because it was the points. I mean, we all knew exactly what was going to happen, right? She'd be like, oh, I have so many points to use. And she'd go over by like 100 points because, of course she did. Because, in Weight Watchers, you get like a certain number of daily points, but then you get some weekly points that you can like use if you want to. If you have like a date night or whatever, and you want to have dessert and kind of go over your points a little bit, you have a weekly cache of points, I guess, or like a weekly like extra amount of points you can use. And she was like, the first day, she was like, how many weekly points do I have? Hang on. I got 30 weekly points. Okay, I'm going to use them right now. And then the next day she'd be like, well, crap, I don't have any weekly points left. She would burn through her points so fast. Because, of course, even now, even in 2025, she does not understand that she needs way more help than what, like, the general public who is losing weight, you know, on whether it's Ozempic or whatever, or Weight Watchers or something like that. They're just trying to lose 50 pounds, you know, at 50, like 100 would still be tough on those things. But yeah, 100 pounds. She needs way more than that. She needs professional help.
Go into -30 of my weekly. Talk about a lot of people think
So she didn't just burn through her weekly. She was getting overdraft charges for her weekly points in Weight Watchers.
Okay, I don't feel like that's a lie when you sit there and you're like, you tell yourself or you tell other people, okay, I'm never gonna mess up on my diet again. I feel like that's you just being very positive, which is a very, very good thing. But everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has those days. Okay, Hannah Montana. But I don't feel like that was me lying. That was just me really living in the moment and trying to think like positive affirmations. And that's like a totally normal.
She's kind of given up on that, you know? Nowadays, she'll say she's going to do something, but then immediately starts making excuses for why it won't, you know. Well, like, she's starting Semaglutide, and she immediately says, I mean, I'm not going to be like a health queen. I'm not going to give up the stuff that I like because I like to eat the food I like. So, you know, there was a point where she was like, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to eat that food anymore. I'm not going to do this and that. But now she's just like, I'm going to do it. I don't care. Hey, honestly, good for her. At least she's being honest about that. You know, that's one of the very few things she'll be honest about.
Thing. So.
eats like 6,000 calories a day. That is not true. That is not true. My body is so accustomed to eating thousands and thousands, like 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day.
Oh, that was it. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially back then. But again, if she gained 40 pounds at 500 plus pounds, like, she has to be eating so many calories a day. So I think the binge monster is still around.
Cancel. Okay, so what is this? I'm just gonna click on this.
My onion too, like super big.
I don't know. I don't know why I clicked on that. Okay, so
And here's a theory. I'm just going to put my tinfoil hat on. I'm going to pretend like I got a tinfoil hat. You know, we didn't see the Semaglutide. Now, she did have the face of somebody who is not enjoying being stuck with a needle, I guess, maybe. But there's something been bugging me about this the whole time is why would Emily, because we know all the rumors about her proclivities are true. So why would she be down for Amberlynn having Semaglutide? So then I got to thinking, what if she isn't on Semaglutide? What if there was just no shot at all? I mean, we didn't see it. I don't know, man. What if they were just pretending? Because, I mean, and then you think, well, why would she do that? Because she's, you know, it's going to be obvious that she's not losing weight. She's not going to lose weight anyway. Like, she can start gaining weight and tell everybody she's losing weight because nobody's going to believe her one way or another. So she knows that. I don't know. There's a little part of me that's like, I think they're just saying that she's on Semaglutide and pretending because she knows that it gets attention. She knows people want to watch. At least the Am babies and stuff, they want to watch her lose weight. And so, I don't know. I'm just going to toss that out there a little bit.
the last lie was when I said that I don't eat 6,000 calories a day, but then in another clip I said that I eat around 4,000 to 6,000. That one, I can't really justify. That's the first one where I can't really justify it. I think sometimes, you know, just admitting out loud is like, oh yeah, sometimes I eat 6,000 calories. I feel like that really just like, it's hard to believe. It's hard for me to believe because 6,000 calories is so many calories. And
it is, and I'm pretty sure she's eaten more than that now. I would guess her average, if you were to average her calorie intake over the last 4 or 5 years, her daily is probably around 6,000 to 8,000 calories. Because I'm sure there's days that she's had 10 to 12, And there's days that when she was on track or whatever, where she had like 3 or 4. But yeah, I mean, it's not that much for her.
We all know that. And it's hard that one person can eat that many calories and it still doesn't feel like they ate that many calories. Like on any given day, I can eat anywhere from 2,000 to 6,000. And
because she has stretched her stomach out so much that, yeah, I mean, she could just eat 6,000 calories and won't even notice it.
And I think it's the days that I binge, which I don't really binge as much anymore, so I'm very grateful for that. The days that I binge, that's when it gets up into the 6,000s. The days that I don't binge, I stay more around 3.
See, this was back when she was really leaning into the binge thing. That stopped when she was pretending like she was going to get weight loss surgery. And I'm going to tell you this, she had no plan ever to get weight loss surgery. That was just, all of that was just nonsense. I am positive that she had no intention. Now, she may have talked to him and she may have gone through some of the steps or whatever, but she knew from the start she wasn't going to actually do it. That was never an option. She knew it would get attention, just like the Semaglutide and stuff. There was no way on her. As soon as she said she's going to be getting weight loss surgery, my immediate reaction was, no, you're not. Absolutely not. There's no way. If I had been making videos back then, I would have said, if she gets weight loss surgery, I will eat my hat, because there's no freaking way that would ever happen. Nope.
1,000. So yeah, that was my reaction to that video. I don't really know what else to say about it. I just think that a lot of people twist my words and I can see why they think I'm lying, but it's also my fault as well because it's the way that I...
Yeah, she doesn't communicate very well, but the thing with this video is it was pretty tame lies and ones that were kind of nitpicky, but it's still like, what it did was prove that Amberlynn just never keeps track of what she's saying. She just randomly says crap, and then later she'll say something else that's contradictory because she doesn't remember she said the first thing. That's just how she rolls because she doesn't think about what she's saying. My favorite was the eating fries with a fork. That was clearly just an attempt to be quirky and get, sympathy or whatever. Like, oh man, what a weird girl,
Word things can be pretty bad sometimes. So my apologies. So if there's any other videos that you guys want me to react to, you can send me a message on Instagram or you can tweet me on Twitter. And all that is linked down below. So if you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
She still does the kiss thing, doesn't she? But anyway, yeah, I just think she still says whatever she wants, just at random. She just kind of doesn't even think about what she's saying. So yeah, I don't think anything's changed. It's still like, I think I'm going to start a series of looking at all these old videos and it's going to be called Amberlynn Never Changes. She acts the same. The only thing that changes in Amberlynn's life is her girlfriend. That's it. And I guess where she's living. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time.